He's a guy so handsome he can wear sweatpants to a TV appearance and no one cares. It's Josh Duhamel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Here we are, boys.
Look at you.
Wow.
So let me set
This
the
is a little
scene.
awkward.
Let me see. It's awkward for us, too.
Yeah.
You're wearing sweatpants, dude. Any holes in the sweatpants?
No, and I actually wore these same sweatpants yesterday.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. But you can do that. Now, did you shower before you came in?
I did.
Pull that microphone closer to you. No,
Oh,
this one right
here we
there.
go.
Yeah, that one right there.
I did shower.
You showered and put on dirty clothes? Is that what you're saying?
I just, I was going to the gym after this, and I figured I would just wear whatever.
So you thought this was a radio interview?
Part of the morning routine. You're pulling me completely out of my routine. I'm not normally up at 6 a.m.
Wait, what's your routine?
7.
Well, you have a young child.
He wakes up at 7, and I usually play with him at 7 till about 9, and then I go do my thing.
Did you bring your son?
No, he wasn't up yet.
Oh,
He was.
You didn't want to wake him.
No. He was. I really was thinking about bringing him because he would love this, but no, he wasn't.
How
up.
old is he now?
2.
Oh, he's 2.
He turned 2 in August.
Yeah.
End of
Axel.
August. Axel.
Who came up with Axel?
My wife. My wife actually woke me up in the middle of the night at about 6 months pregnant. Whenever they start feeling kicking and stuff going on. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget this. She wakes me up and she says, "Oh my God, I just felt him kick." And then she tells me about this dream that she was having where she was at a music festival in the audience watching, and it was Bob Marley, it was Jim Morrison, and it was Axl Rose. And she says, "I feel like that's one of those is his name." And I was like, "Axl. I like Axl. I mean, it's a little bold, I get that, but I like the name." And that's how it came about.
But what if she had a dream and it was Marley, Jim Morrison, and Right said Fred?
I'd be fine with Fred.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
Fred Duhamel?
In fact, if we have another one, I'd probably name him Bob.
Wait, you have another one coming?
No, not yet. But you, I think, may have been one of the first people that knew that we were pregnant. I remember we had dinner.
Yes.
And I told you
in
that
Santa Monica. And so Josh comes in. He's late. And you came in, and I said, "Is everything okay?" And you go, "Yeah, if you tell anybody, I'll kill you." And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Fergs, we're trying to get pregnant." And, and I went, "Okay." And I'm thinking, this, like OK Magazine? I mean, I'm National Enquirer. I could kill it. And I didn't tell anybody.
Were we trying, or were we actually pregnant at the time?
I think you told me that you were trying, and then you told me when you were pregnant.
Yeah.
And then I went, cool, good for you.
That's a little personal, isn't it, for me to be telling you that we're trying? That means that we were basically just banging.
Yeah, it is kind of weird when somebody says, "Oh yeah, we're trying to have," and then you're going, "Okay."
That's good. Thanks. Just let me know when it actually happens.
So you're ready for another one. That's good.
Sure.
Is Fergie ready for another?
She is in the middle of about to release this album in, I think, February, March. So
Solo?
It'll be after that. Yeah, her solo album. She's been working. It's amazing. She's done incredible work.
Can you
on
be
it,
honest when she says, "Listen to this song"?
Yes. In fact, she doesn't let me listen to a lot of stuff anymore because I'm too honest.
Ooh.
But I'm telling you, it is fantastic. She killed it on this album. And I wouldn't say it otherwise. I wouldn't even bring it up if I didn't believe that.
How does it go over on Sunday? If she's an investor in the Dolphins. Is she a minority owner in the Dolphins?
Well, yeah, it's like it's one of those things where Stephen Ross called up and asked people that he knew were fans of the team, and he knew that she was a fan of the team, and it wasn't a huge investment, but it was not a small investment either, and. So, no, she gets to go to, games and sit in the box and do all that stuff, even though we haven't been to a game for almost 3 years.
Yeah. Now, Serena Williams and Venus Williams, I think, are
they really?
in the club? Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I know Gloria Estefan and J-Lo and Mark Anthony. That's got to be weird.
But you have your Vikings hat on.
I do. Well, yeah, let's talk about the Vikings.
Are there celebrity Viking fans?
Even when I'm here, we can't talk about the Vikings.
We can.
This is part of my problem. We are the most under-respected and represented team in the NFL.
God.
And part of the reason I wanted to come on here was so that I could wear this hat proudly. And McLovin over here was sort of the impetus for this.
Yes.
I got some texts from some buddies saying, actually, I sent you a text saying, tell McLovin to quit sending me these fantasy football emails because I don't play fantasy football.
Yeah.
I'm anti-fantasy football.
Yeah.
Now,
So then I heard you guys started talking smack on the radio, right?
Yeah.
You particularly.
Yes.
And so I felt, and then they go, you got to call in, man. They're making you look bad on the radio. So I called in, and the next thing I know, I'm playing fantasy football with McLovin.
And then you beat McLovin, and part of the bet was you could come on and talk about the Vikings.
Yes.
But
yes.
I did give you a shout
Give me
out.
1 minute. You
did I
did.
give you a shout out? And I said the Vikings at 5-2 are for real.
For real.
Football night in America. I told America that they were for real.
Well, yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you 45 seconds.
Okay.
The state of the Vikings.
Nice.
No interruption. Can we bring the jib camera in if you're watching on TV?
Oh, God.
This is the money shot
Woo!
here.
All right. Well, this is a little more than I expected, but I'll take it.
By the way, an awkward question. Do you have underwear on?
I do.
Okay, because I was worried with the sweatpants because Fritzy sometimes doesn't wear it, and I was worried about that.
How do you know that he doesn't wear underwear?
He'll tell you.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I very proudly announced a while back on the show, and they've never forgotten.
Are you are at the moment wearing underwear?
yeah.
Am I wearing underwear at the
Yeah.
moment? I am not.
Yeah.
You're not.
Not. I think it all started
And now I'm supposed to go talk about the Vikings.
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure because I was bringing the jib camera in for the money shot with Josh Duhamel, Vikings apologist, and I'm going to put you on the clock with 45 seconds. The state of the Vikings go now.
First of all, part of me doesn't even want to ruffle feathers here or rock the boat because we're quietly one of the better teams in the NFL. The Minnesota Vikings under Mike Zimmer and Rick Spielman, by the way, done a great job drafting some of these young studs. We got a defense that's nasty, fast, deep, and under-respected, in my opinion. Teddy Bridgewater, a guy that I wasn't sure was the right pick for this team, is turning out to be an absolute stud. We've got AP. We've got a strong young wide receiver core. And I think a guy like Stephon Diggs, who people are finally starting to recognize as a real talent, is making waves. And I'll tell you what, all my Packer fans out there, you better watch out. Yeah, you better watch out because the Vikings are for real. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know. How was that?
It was great.
All right.
It was great.
All right. It was a little. Can I have take two?
No.
No? Oh, it's live? Oh, okay.
Did you ask me to research the Vikings Super Bowl record right before Josh
Shut
came
up.
on? What was that again?